What is up, everybody, and welcome to Rock Bottom Customs. I want to take just a minute and I want to thank everyone that subscribes to this channel for helping me break that 1,000 subscriber threshold. I know it doesn't sound like a big deal to a lot of people, but I really do appreciate it and thank you. That being said, this video is going to be a little bit different. We're usually doing little projects, building stuff on this channel. Today, I just want to go over a few things that I've been working on. I've got a Chrysler 300C. It's the HEMI version of the Chrysler 300 that I've been working on a bunch. I've got a bunch of footage on that we're going to start releasing. I've also got a motorcycle I got in some horse trading that I'm going to try to get it running and hopefully get a good flip on it. And last but definitely not least, what I want to introduce to you guys today, this is a car that's my personal car, and hopefully it's going to be on the channel quite a bit now. Maybe making some modifications, maybe just playing with it. Who knows? Who knows where it's going to go from here? This is what I'm talking about. Let me spin us around here. See if we can get everybody in the shot. Oh, there we are. So this is, what's up, DJ? You in the shot today? Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
There you go. So this is my recent purchase, is a 2015 Dodge Challenger 5.7 HEMI. It's got quite a bit of modifications done to it. We'll kind of give you a little rundown on what all has been done to it. I really don't know what else I want to do to it, if anything. Obviously, wheels and tires are not stock. These are 12-inch wide in the back and 10.5s in the front, and they are 20s. They almost stick out just a little bit, but you know, I'm fine with that. Definitely gives it plenty of traction. It hooks up pretty good back there. Still able to burn the tires when you want to, but it does hook up a whole lot better than the stock tires would. So this thing's got a full exhaust system on it, from long tube headers all the way 3-inch pipe out the back. I'm gonna get this thing up in the air a little bit. Maybe we can take a better look at some of that real quick. All right, let's see if we can slide under here and take a look at some of this stuff. So we got long tube headers coming up. We got what seems to be, let me make an adjustment here. So there we are, headers, collectors, 3-inch pipe. I don't see any cats on this car, so we better not drive it on the street. Probably just have to take it to Mexico or wherever people go to. I thought it was Montana, but come to find out, I think it's Mexico. Out the back, what looks like, I'm not 100% sure about this kit. Let me get some more light in the back here. Maybe you guys could tell me something more about it. So I bought this car used, and I did not get a chance to speak with the previous owner. So I don't know a whole lot about it other than what I can see. Got some chamber style looking mufflers back here. I kind of feel like they're Flowmasters. 3-inch again, V-band clamps on some of this stuff. And then out the back with some kind of slash cut dual tips. Double, dual, quad, I don't know what you want to call that. And a shot from the back. Not sure if that's the stock gearing in the rear end either. I'm hoping I can find a tag on that. Like I said, I just got this thing. If you guys see anything that you know specifically what it is, feel free to dump it in the comments, because any information I can get on this car would be helpful for me. We have a aftermarket intake. Let me ease this thing down off the jack stand real quick, or off the jack. I didn't really go all out and use a jack stand. So let me ease this thing down. All right, so like I said, it does have a aftermarket intake. I guess it's supposed to be something like the Hellcat style intake. It's a Holley setup. Intech or something. Let me see before I get to lying on here. So yeah, the Holley Intech, which comes out the Sorry for blinding. Comes out the headlight hole here, or comes in, I might as well say. Air induction through the headlight into this box and straight into the throttle body from there. Does not have the engine cover on this. It didn't come with it in the trunk or anything like that. It's just gone, I guess. Not sure if there was an issue with it not fitting due to this cross tower support here, your strut tower support. That's obviously not stock. I don't know much about that brand either, but it looks pretty beefy. So I like that. Got it color matched to the car. Also, this computer has been changed out. This is one of these, what do you call this thing? The Diablo. It's got the Diablo computer swap kit on it. So I think they send you out an aftermarket, or I don't know, it's probably the same computer. They probably jailbreak it or something like that to where you can modify it. So the computer is a Holley. I believe Holley is who's over this DiabloSport company as well. So it does have the Diablo computer in here and the handheld, which does have a custom tune. It's not using one of the stock tunes that comes with the Diablo. It's got some paperwork in here, and I can see where someone has gone through the steps of having Holley make a custom tune for this car. It says it's a 93 octane tune. I don't know what else has been done on the tune as far as matching it to the intake and to the exhaust. So like I was saying, if you guys know more about this DiabloSport tuner stuff and how the custom tunes work, I would like, are you waving, buddy? I would like to know a lot more about that myself. I'm probably just gonna have to call over there to Holley and just kind of get them to hopefully work with me a little bit on this, since I'm not the one that bought it. I'm not the one that paid for the tune and all of that. I don't know how much they're really gonna work with me, but we'll see. But so I don't know. I haven't really had it long enough to play with it a whole lot. It does have the Track Pak on it, so it allows you to view your 0 to 60s, your horsepower, your torque, 1/8 mile, 1/4 mile, braking distance, probably more stuff than that too. I really don't know what all it does yet, so I'm just kind of playing with it right now. As you can see, hopefully you can see, there are 3 pedals in this car, 6-speed. It's the main reason I bought this car. When they brought this color back, this Sublime green in 2015, I've been drooling over this thing ever since. Every time I see one of these on the highway or at a lot in this Sublime green, I love them. I saw this one on a lot, stopped in, figured I'd just drool on it for a little while and head out. And then when I realized it was a 6-speed, I said, whoa, 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 guys, hold on. So had to do what we had to do and snag this thing up. It's just not something, if you guys are Mopar guys, you know, it's just not something that you see very often, the combination of this color and a 6-speed. You know, if you want one and you see one, you better snag it up because you probably won't see another one. Interior, this is the RT Plus, so we do get leather and Alcantara. We have a Hearst pistol grip, which I wasn't really crazy about just looking at it, because I kind of just like the stock look better. It is a nostalgic thing with the pistol grip they were doing in the late 60s, early 70s and some of these Mopar muscle cars. But in all honesty, the ergonomics of this thing is great. Just running it through the gears, it's right there where you want it. You know, it works. It's fun. Hopefully we'll get this thing by the end of the video. What's up? Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. All right, come on in, bud. Come on in, bud. Come on in. There you go. There we go. We're in there now. You like this car? What else? No, it's not a Hellcat. No, it's not a Scat Pack. But with the aftermarket stuff on it, it gets down the road pretty good, and I like it a lot. So this is our Super Track Pak button down here. Hit that, and you got driver mode set up. You got some launch control stuff I have not played with. One of these shows me my, let me find us here, fuel economy, performance. Here we go. 1/8 mile. I don't know how reaction time works. Anyways, we got an 1/8 mile. Says we're running an 8.2 at best. 13 flat in the quarter. Braking distance. G-forces, that's kind of cool. So you can watch that while you're driving, which makes it easier to drive if you're staring at that, I'm sure. Lap timer, I'm not sure how that works. Lap history, top speed, it's been up to 125. Oh my goodness. Engine power, there you go. You can look at your horsepower and your torque. How do I get back to there we go, speedometer. All right, I'm gonna back this thing out, get it out in the sun. We'll walk around, take a good look at it, and I guess rip it up and down the block a little bit. What do you think? This new Sublime paint has like pearl in it. It's not exactly the same as the old paint, I get that, but it does look pretty cool. So there we go, that's a little rundown on the newest edition at Rock Bottom Customs. All right, back from our little road trip. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And I just want to say again, thank you to everyone who subscribes to the channel. I know this episode was a little different than what we usually do. Let me know if you have a preference on what we get into next. Like I said, I got the Chrysler 300. I got the little motorcycle deal. I got more of the Challenger. Also working on another stereo system. Got a lot of stuff going on. So comment below if there's something you guys really would like to see more than something else. Once again, thank you to everybody that likes, subscribes, watches, pays attention, and enjoys any of this footage. I appreciate it.